Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and today we are in San Cristobal de las Casas. We got an 8-hour bus from Palenque. It was so long, oh my goodness, but we did pass lots of gorgeous scenery. We went past the canyon that we're going to go and visit, I think, on Saturday. We drove past lots of cornfields and just lots of really beautiful scenery, so it was actually really nice. And it was also interesting to see the scenery kind of go from more of a tropical palm trees, banana plants, that kind of thing, to more of like cows and corn. And I don't know, the landscape definitely changed a little bit. I only got a couple of clips, so I hope you enjoyed seeing them. So we arrived last night quite late. I think by the time we kind of got settled, put our bags down, went outside for a walk, it was already dark outside, so we had a quick walk around the town. It is beautiful. I wasn't sure I was going to like it as much as the beach towns and like the colourful towns, just because I really am a beach girly. I kind of feel, it's weird, I don't know why, I always feel a bit more scared in the mountains. I don't know what that is, do not know. I'm definitely more of a city girl than like a country bumpkin. But yeah, we had a walk around last night. We got some food from a local place that was really, really good. We walked to the main square. There's some construction going on at the moment, so it was kind of, you couldn't see all of it. Obviously, it was nighttime as well, so I did get some videos of some of the buildings, which were beautiful. We found a really cool food court. It was actually quite a posh one. It was actually quite a nice one. Had maybe 8 or 10 different restaurants all the way around. Really, really beautiful, gorgeous interior design. And I had a look in a couple of the shops as well. I didn't vlog just because I was so exhausted from 8 hours on the bus. I was just like, I need to walk around and like decompress a little bit. But yeah, I think we're going to like it here. I think so far it's lovely. So this morning, Jeremy's had some work calls. I went out and got some food, some eggs and fruit and things like that. We've had a brunch and we're now going to go out and explore for about an hour or so and then go to a cafe and get some work done. So welcome to the vlog. I thought I would open it now so you can see the footage from yesterday, and then also we're going to walk around and I'll be able to show you around a little bit. Okay, so we are out of the hotel and walking around. Something I will say is that our room was quite cold. You saw I had my puffer jacket on. It gets quite cold in the evenings and especially in the mornings, but during the day, especially in the middle of the day in the sunshine, it's actually quite hot, and I could probably take off this and this. I've also got a vest top on underneath. So it really is quite warm during the day. It's lovely here. And I was saying to Jeremy, it's interesting because you can tell which like the beachy towns and things like that. This definitely feels like a mountain town. I don't know how to describe it, it just does. It's just got a different feel about it. But we've come to the main square where there's a beautiful cathedral church, so I'll show you that as well. I was literally just saying it's quite warm here, and I've taken another layer off. I've taken my big Patagonia jumper off. So yeah, it's definitely hot during the day, but it's only like 25. It's not like boiling, but I'm ready for like cold weather. I've got leggings on, I've got a vest. This is like a merino wool or something, and then my Patagonia, and then my big jacket as well. So I'm definitely prepared because I hate being cold. Anyway, I'm going to show you the church. So we were here last night and they had a market all along the floor. They all had the same lights. It was actually quite pretty, but just selling touristy stuff, you know, hats and souvenirs, that kind of thing. But this is the church that I wanted to show you. I think it's gorgeous. It's actually quite decorated compared to a lot of churches in terms of the plaster, I guess, on the front. So we also came here last night. I'm going to pop the video on screen now of what we saw this building looking like at night time. And then this is it during the day. So it's really pretty. There is a Starbucks over there we spotted last night in case we want to go there to get some work done. And then this is where there was a band playing last night. So I'm not sure if they play every single night. Last night was what, Wednesday night, Tuesday night? Tuesday night they have a band here. A couple of benches, a couple of trees to sit under. But like I said, they are doing construction work. So it's a little bit of a mess, like that side and also that side. I'm not sure if you can see, yeah, here. That's all kind of construction as well. So I hope you can hear me. There is loads of construction here, but we just popped in there. They do sell hot chocolates and they also sell like bars of chocolate, but it's quite noisy here. And I'm pretty sure I saw another one of these further on in town somewhere. So that might be an option. I'd rather do that and get like local chocolate, like a hot chocolate to drink rather than Starbucks. But Starbucks obviously is like a last resort, but I'm sure there's so many nice restaurants and cafes and things here we can go to. Look how nice that view is. Stunning. There is also an Irish pub, so if you've been travelling a little while and you miss a good pint, could always go there. Yeah, it's really pretty here though. So I googled this morning cafes to work in, and this came up on somebody's blog, and it actually looked really, really pretty inside, so I want to come in and show you. It looked quite Western in terms of like, I'm sure it'd be more expensive, but it's a bit like a food hall again, where there's, this seems so, this would fit right in Bali. But yeah, there's an upstairs. I'm going to put you on wide angle, might be terrible quality. Ceviche up there, delish. Textiles, That one is carne, which is meat. Yeah, it's quite a cool place. It's really pretty. Pasta and pizza there. So this is the inside, San Agustin. Probably butchering the pronunciation. But yeah, really, really cute. I love the interior design of this place. So I've just quickly popped upstairs to have a look at the view. But it's a really lovely, lovely place. Definitely worth coming if you want some like posh, expensive food. They have Japanese, French, Thai, all the rest of it. So lots of different options. We'd rather eat Mexican. So this is Arco del Carmen, I think. I just looked on Google Maps and I've forgotten already. Really, really pretty. There's a van in front, which is a bit of a shame, but there's lots of shops like this selling ponchos and jewellery, magnets. These things, I've forgotten what they're called, dream catchers, and yeah, it's lovely here. So we're just walking past Centro Cultural del Carmen. So I popped in and had a look, and I decided to come outside and actually vlog it because it's quite cool. So there's graffiti on either side, but there's this garden here. And there's artwork all around, and it's almost like they've got their own little studios. And these gardens smell incredible. So, so strong. And then it's almost like all the way around the outside there's little studios. So that one says textile. That one is Casa de Cultural something else, I don't know. But so I've come to the textiles section to have a look. And they've got some big looms. So I don't know if you know this about it, but I did textiles at university. So I did weaving, knitting, embroidery a little bit, and printing, like screen printing. So it's really nice to see how they actually use it, because we used, well, they were smaller than this, they weren't this big, but they were very similar with all of these. The weft and the whatever else it was called, I don't remember now. But wow, it's so nice, that's the fabrics. It's nice to see how it's actually made here. And you can see the pattern there. And then on the other side here, they've got a couple of hangings, a couple of pieces of textiles. This one's fancy, it's all like shiny. So we're just walking past this beautiful bright white church. We walked past this when we arrived yesterday with our bags, so I wasn't able to vlog it because I was carrying like 30 kilos, but it is super pretty. I think we're now going to walk down, this way? No, that way? We're going this way instead. So there's some information here about this church. This is a church of St. Lucia, or Lucia, depending on how you say it. And it's meant to have blue columns, but it's actually bright white. So I don't know if they've just painted it white or if the sun has bleached all the colour away. But it looks quite different to what it is on the image. So it is a cute park we just stumbled upon. So this is what we think is the market. So we're going to have a little look inside. There's a couple of restaurants as well that seem quite busy. Let's see what's inside. They have some gorgeous designs here. I love all this embroidery that they have. And weaving and things. So there's lots of different things here. There's little purses, cushion covers, bags, t-shirts, jewellery, necklaces, poncho type things, t-shirts. Look at this stand, it's got so many, I don't even know, cakes and sweets and desserts and things. Okay, look at all these fabrics here. It's amazing, so pretty. I really like these ones as well. I've seen these a lot, but it's just weaving where they leave a little bubble, so it kind of leaves a pattern all the way down. I really like these bags as well with the embroidery on top. So it was nice to look around the market, very touristy, lots of kind of, you know, bags, jewellery, t-shirts, blankets, whatever else, that kind of thing. But really, really colourful, really beautiful fabrics as well, which is what I think makes it different to a lot of other markets that we've been to kind of around the world, so I really enjoyed that one. So this is another one of that Cacao Nativa, which is similar to, well, it's the same as the one we went to earlier, but it was very noisy in the other one. There's seating up there. And there's also seating outside as well, so we might come here for do some work and a drink. So they also sell bars of chocolate here, so 107 is about €5, so it's quite expensive for one chocolate bar. But what I saw in the other one, they had music really, really loud, so I couldn't talk to you. But it was guava chocolate. Which one is it? I can't see it now. Oh, this one. With guava, which could be interesting to try. But I love the branding, I love the packaging as well, like the pink and the blue. Hi guys, we're going to have a debrief. So last time I spoke to you, we were heading into Cacao Nativa, whatever it was called, Nativa, something like that. And yeah, we did not have the best experience. I think it's a really nice place. They sell blocks of chocolate, which I'm sure are delicious. I got a little dessert thing, which was yummy. But we ordered 2 drinks. So we ordered a cold chocolate with almond milk, like the chocolate, like Mexican chocolate one. And then Jeremy ordered 100% chocolate with normal milk, again cold. And both of them came with basically all the chocolate chunks at the bottom and then the milk on top. And it was like, it had been stirred a little bit, but not enough. Like the chocolate was just chunks of chocolate basically. So if you try to drink it through the straw, it would get stuck in the straw. And they were trying to mix it and it's obviously not going to melt. Like you're not going to melt chocolate in cold milk. So we kind of spoke to the guy. We were like, oh, you know, is it possible to mix it a bit more? And he was like, no, this is how it comes. So we're on Google Translate trying to be like, well, we can't really drink it like this because there's literal, like I'm just drinking the milk and then the chocolate's at the bottom. And he was basically saying, well, I can't do anything about it. I can't change it. If you want another drink, I'll add it on top of your bill and things like this, which in England, like the customer is always correct, like the customer is always right. So if someone doesn't like a drink, you'll be like, oh my gosh, no worries, I'll change it straight away. What do you want? Let's get this sorted. That's not the case here, or at least in that place it wasn't, or with this guy in particular it wasn't. So we were kind of like and ahhing, and he was saying he could try and mix it using the frother. So we took our drink and put the frother in it, which whizzed it around, which did mix it up a bit more, but then the drink was somewhat warm, somewhat cold. Like it wasn't cold with the ice, but it had also been warmed up because of the frother. So it was just not great. And yeah, he didn't want to like exchange the drinks. And I was saying, well, I'll just walk out and not pay then. And we didn't do that. We did stay and pay in the end. But yeah, and then the seats weren't super comfortable. And I don't know, it looked like a cute place and I'm sure we just probably had a bad experience, but I wouldn't recommend getting a cold chocolate from there. Probably get a hot chocolate, which is going to be melted within because he was saying to us like, oh, it's the same if you get hot chocolate, and I was like, it's not, because the hot milk will melt the chocolate, whereas this is just chunks of chocolate. So I didn't get a picture. I didn't really vlog when I was there just because I wasn't super impressed, but that's only our experience. You might, you know, find it wonderful. Anyway, we stayed there until about 6. We then, on the way back home, we stopped in a couple of places because we're looking at tours. We went to do a tour on Friday, so today's Wednesday. We want to go to the canyon, which is what we drove past on the bus yesterday, and I think there's a tour where you go and do like 3 different stops. So we're kind of shopping around, looking at prices, looking at what's available and all the rest of it. And I think we're now going to go out and have a walk around, get some food. We just walked past a street that looked quite fun. I'm going to pop it here. There was a woman like proper dancing to some like electro trance stuff music, entertaining. So I think we're going to go back down that street and have a little look and see what there is. There's loads of really lovely restaurants and bars and things like that, like really aesthetic. So I'm really enjoying looking at the architecture. So yeah, I'm not going to take my mic out tonight because I'm not sure how much battery they have left. I forgot to charge them. And it's just always a bit of a faff as well vlogging at night time. But I'll try and get some clips and I'll pop them on screen now while I'm talking of just kind of what we end up seeing, where we end up going, and also what we end up eating for food. And hopefully we'll have a nice night, and I'll probably talk to you again tomorrow. Good morning guys. I did not vlog yesterday, but basically we spent the morning and the afternoon at the hotel working. There's actually quite a nice terrace where you can sit and there's like beds and chairs and all the rest of it, so it was quite nice working yesterday. But the main thing we did yesterday, we went out for lunch and then we went to a hotel so that I could film some videos and get some photographs. I've started a new Instagram. Now I do this, so probably by the time this goes up I will have completely scratched that idea, but I think I've undiagnosed ADHD and I kind of get focused on like one project and just do it. So a couple of days ago, probably like a week ago maximum, I decided I wanted to do UGC work for hotels and Airbnbs. So I created a new Instagram, I created some reels from some of the hotels we've stayed in previously, and I kind of wanted to go to a hotel, I want to go to a couple of hotels and get some content like specifically for reels, because whenever I've filmed previously, it's mostly been for YouTube and then with like a little clip here and there on my phone. So I went yesterday to a beautiful hotel called Casa Santa Lucia in San Cristobal and got some photos and videos from there, which are lovely. I also popped in another hotel and I was like, wow, can I take some photographs? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And the rooms for the doors were open, so I got pictures and videos from there as well, so that was really cool. And also a cafe. So it seems like it could be something that if I get some more practice and get some more followers, or I don't even know, but like the whole point of UGC is that you don't need followers, isn't it really? But I think it could be really nice to work with hotels. Today we are going to a canyon nearby and also a viewpoint and a couple of viewpoints and a town. We booked the day trip yesterday. It cost us 450 pesos each, and we're getting picked up between 9 and half 9 and should be back tonight around 6, I guess, something like that. So I think I'm going to do a separate video from today in terms of like just a whole vlog from this one trip, because I think I'm going to film everything. But I will pop some footage in this vlog just so you can see a little bit of what we do. But there will be a whole other video like explaining the canyon and things like that. Okay, so first stop is Mirador La Coyote, and we are at Cañón de Sumidero. We have 10 minutes here, so let's go and have a look. Okay guys, I just had a quick look over the edge and holy shit, it is so high. Oh my goodness, I'm not good with heights either. Ooh, so I feel a little bit queasy, but I will show you. Oh my goodness. So this is where like everyone's standing. There's a tree here, but the canyon goes all the way down there. And we're going to go on a boat down there later on. Holy shit, that's high. Okay, so we're at the second viewpoint, Las Chiapa, and we're going to be here for half an hour. At the last place, Jeremy thought we were 100 metres high. This one says we're 1,000 metres high, so I have no idea what is wrong with his brain. How on earth he thought it was 100 metres, I have no idea, but anyway. So we're here for half an hour, and we're going to have a look at the view. I think there's toilets here as well, and restaurants and a couple of different things. This view is crazy. Guys, come and look at this view. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, so we have arrived at the canyon. We drove about an hour and a half from the viewpoints that you saw earlier. It's a bit chaotic. We've arrived, we've been given life jackets. There's a huge group of people here. Our guide only speaks Spanish and we're only with Spanish people. So basically we're going to get on a boat to a different town. We can walk around and get lunch there. Then we need to meet at a certain spot in town at 5 p.m. I hope you can hear me. Sorry, I can't really control them speaking with the microphone. It's a little bit mayhem. We feel a little bit lost because we don't speak much Spanish and we're trying to just get by and like make sure we're following people that are with our group. Okay, we've just got on the boat. We are leaving. It's just our busload of people on the boat, but it's hot, isn't it? Jeremy's just reapplied sunscreen. I've just put on my shirt as well because it is very, very hot. The boat should last about 2 hours. I have no idea how fast we're going to go or if I'll be able to talk to you along the way, so I'll try. I don't know if it's going to be like speedy or if it's going to be quite leisurely, so we'll see, but looking forward to it. So we're at Chiapa de Corzo. There's people standing in front of the sign, which is fine. They're taking a little picture. But this is where we are at the moment. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes, something like that, to walk around. So it's 4:45 in the afternoon. Luckily, we had a big breakfast this morning at about 8:30, something like that. So luckily, we did that because I'm starting to get hungry now. So I think I'll try and find some food. Hopefully something that's not super touristy. I'd rather find something a little bit local. Not sure that's going to happen here, to be honest, but we'll see. So we've made it to the market, the local market. A lot of it is closed. There's a couple of restaurants, but I don't know what they're serving. There's huevos, which I think will be fine, but there's also like, what is it, caldo de pollo? No idea what that is. The actual sit-down meals, whereas I think we want something just a little bit, there you go, tacos, something like that, something just to eat and take away, eat quickly. So I just had 4 tacos from the market. I ordered 2 chicken and 2 meat, and then we got 2 meat and 2 cheese. So I ate all of them. We were supposed to do half and half with Jeremy. We've now walked to the meeting point just to make sure we knew where it was and just to see it. But I thought I'd show you because it looks really, really cute here. So this is my current view. I have no idea what these are for. I really need to Google it and find out, but it's so pretty when you have them down the street like that. Seems to be shops and things, and then that is the meeting point in about an hour. So we've got about an hour to walk around and enjoy the city. Think it's time to call it quits. The kitchen tap is broken. Drip, 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 drip. Hi guys, it's the next day. So this morning we went and dropped our clothes off at the laundry place. We need to go back this afternoon or this evening at 6:30 to pick it all up again. Hopefully it'll all be there. It's always a bit scary when you're traveling, dropping your clothes off somewhere. I did not leave my bras because I was a bit like, I don't know where we'll go. Like, because we went to a couple of different laundry places to try and find one that was open. And I'm always very protective of my bras because it's hard to find the right size. It might be a bit TMI. Anyway, did that this morning. We then went to the local market. So there's two. There's one that's kind of arts and crafts and things like that. Lots of touristy things, which usually I stay away from. But actually I've seen some earrings that I really, really like. So we're going to go back now and have a look. And I thought I could show you around a little bit as well. And we walked around the food market. We got ourselves some mangoes, some tomatoes, avocados, a courgette, a carrot, maybe some of the things I can't remember. Walked through all the meat sections, and it's really, really interesting. I love going to different markets all around the world because they're all so different in their own way, but then also kind of similar. It's a bit like churches. They're all different, but also quite similar. Anyway, so I really enjoyed that this morning. But we are about to go out, like I said, going to go to the market, hopefully pick up a couple of pairs of earrings, have a walk around and get our clothes as well. Okay, so we have made it to the market. I'm going to show you around that in a second. But first things first, we actually came to look at a church which is down there somewhere. And then we saw this church. We thought we'd pop in and say hello, have a look around. So I'll show you the inside. It was a gorgeous yellow colour. So this is the inside of the church. A bit like I was saying earlier, always very different, but also very similar to other churches. But it's beautiful, lots of gold, lots of detail, and the walls are quite plain actually. It's lovely. And then there's that section on the side. So this is the church that we actually came to see. We're going in the side entrance. So I'll show you the front entrance when we get around the other side. So my reaction to walking in here was, wow, bloody hell. I literally said that because it's all covered in gold. The ceiling isn't, but all the walls is gold on both sides. That's amazing. So incredibly decorated. I'll put you on wide angle. It's going to be terrible quality, I know, because of the lighting, but... What a beautiful church. Well worth coming into if you're ever in San Cristobal and you like looking at churches. I don't think I've ever seen one with gold walls like that. And let me show you the outside. We saw it quickly when we walked past the market earlier today, but I've not actually properly looked at it, and I think it's really, really decorated, so it should be lovely. Okay, so this is the outside of the church. It's probably the most decorated, most beautiful church we've seen in Mexico so far, and it's absolutely surrounded by markets. Like, we didn't even know this was here. You can't, like, it's no, I don't know, it's not just like on its own, but it's so pretty. So we're now going to walk around the markets, which should be fun to show you some of the shops, because they sell a lot of amber here. I think I might have mentioned it either previously in this video or another video this morning. My memory's terrible, but they sell lots of amber here, so lots of different jewellers and places selling lots of different things like necklaces, bracelets, earrings, watches, that kind of thing. So I thought I'd show you a little bit, and some of the textiles as well has been beautiful. So this one, for example, sells amber. I have no idea how you know if it's real or not, but they have bracelets, and then here, like different earrings. They're so pretty. I asked earlier in a pair, I think this size were like 80, and this size was about 60, something like that. So Jeremy's looking at bracelets at the moment, and he's seen this blue one. It's got goat leather, and then, let's see the amber.
It actually fits once.
Yeah, they never usually do.
Okay, I show you for the really amber, you see? It's change the color with the black light.
Oh, okay.
And then I show you
I didn't know that.
this is the fake.
Ah.
So when it's plastic, it's...
And then go on there again?
Yes,
And then here
plastic
again?
and crystal, and the amber really, it's changed.
I didn't know that.
I was wondering how you would know if it's real or fake, because...
This is a good size.
So we're looking at the different options, because they have... That's the first one he tried on, but he's not keen on like all that black. This is the next one he's tried on, which I really like that one, but it's a bit looser.
Bigger, yeah.
And then that one's cut a bit more like a diamond almost, with a different shape. But it's really interesting how they're all different and they've all got their own characteristics. It's just a case of looking at them and figuring out which one you like. So we've come into another amber store in the market still, and there's all these different options. So they have kind of pendants for necklaces, and then they have earrings, and they have lots of different types. Like these ones are obviously really delicate and really like pretty. They have these ones which I really like as well, like very kind of Mexican inspired with the flowers. And then these ones. So there's lots of different choices. These are quite nice. I think I do quite like the ones with the pattern inside them rather than the clear ones like that. I prefer it with a bit of interest, and I think I also like that different shapes like these two versus like this one. So the second shop we went into also had a black light, so I was going around like shining on all the cabinets and looking at the like jewellery that Jeremy was looking at and making sure it was real. It's quite fun, I didn't know they did that. So we're currently just walking through the market. I would like to find some fabric earrings as well that I've been seeing. I think they're really pretty, so I'd like to buy maybe 1 or 2 pairs of those. And I think I might buy some amber earrings just because it's something that you can't really get everywhere in the world, and especially because it's so cheap here and so like readily available and so many different options. There's another one here as well. So lots of different options. I just looked in that small shop as well I just showed you for some bigger earrings. They were 170, which is about €9. So it sounds like loads of money when it's like 100 and something, but actually in euros it's really, really affordable. So definitely worth coming if you want to buy yourself some jewellery or gifts and things. This is one of the other stores selling bags and these fabric hanging things, and also these little pouches, like little bags and things. So cute. They also sell cushions. If I had a home, I would for sure buy that one and that one. I love those tones. Oh my goodness, the blankets as well. So this is what the actual market looks like. Some of them are closing now. It's not that late actually, so I'm surprised, but it's quite an open market, I'd say. Jeremy's looking at some more. So we are back at the room. I had seemed to do this, I seemed to just stop vlogging at some point, but I stopped vlogging when we were in the market. Before we get into what we bought, we did just see a little sausage dog, and I nearly cried because it was just the cutest little thing. And I was like, can I say hello? She's like, okay. So I was like scrubbing him and rubbing his ears and things. It was so cute. I really want a sausage dog. Anyway, I showed you some of the shops. Jeremy ended up buying a bracelet from one shop. And we thought about trying to make a deal in terms of like, oh, if Jeremy buys a bracelet and I buy some earrings, can you make a deal? Try and get it cheaper. But actually I didn't like the things that they had in particular. Like there was a couple of things that I liked, but I wasn't like, okay, I really like that pair. So it's interesting, we were saying that it's quite hard to choose because the shapes of the earrings change, and also the colour, and also the pattern, like the design within the earrings. I can get some that are just pure yellow, like almost see-through. You can get some that are quite black, you can get some that are quite orange, some that are quite patterned, some that are quite simple. So we went around maybe like 8 different shops, honestly, and I was saying to Jamie, I feel like I'm getting amber fatigue, like we did with the temples in Asia. When you just see so many of the same thing, you kind of don't notice it anymore. Like I couldn't really see straight, if that makes sense. But there's so many necklaces and bracelets and earrings and all the rest of it, and I found this shop and they had a really, really nice selection. You had circle ones, and initially I was thinking I would get some that were a little bit more misshapen, so like not a regular shape. But then I saw these. They look really bright actually with that light. I saw these and I fell in love with them. I just think they're so pretty because I like the shape of them for a start. I did think I would go for an irregular shape, like I said, but I do like the shape. I really like the colour and I really like the pattern of them. So I went for these, which I'm really, really happy with. I think they're so beautiful, and they're not too big either because some of them are quite large, and I just have these hoops in all the time. So I didn't like think too big, so I thought they could be quite nice. So I'll just put my hair up. So just put my hair in a grip, but for example, if I was to wear them like that, they're not too big, but I just really, really liked the colour of them and the pattern of them. So yeah, I got them. Jeremy got a bracelet. These were 100 pesos, which is about €5, something like that. Jeremy got a bracelet that was 250, was it? 220, which is around a tenner, 11 euros, something like that. And then I've been looking at some fabric earrings for a while, so we went into the market and had a look, and we also went into a shop and had a look. Jeremy hates these, but I bought these. These look really bright with the light, so they're obviously not that bright. They're actually quite dark in shade, even though you wouldn't believe me. But I studied textiles at university, so I really love textiles in general, and there's so much here that I could buy in terms of like cushion covers, blankets, clothing, bags, like makeup bags, just like so much fabric stuff that I love. So I really, really like these. I really like the dark pink shade. I thought they're quite fun, and I think if I'm wearing like a white top, I could kind of jazz up with these. So I got these ones. They also had lots of different colours. They had white and yellow and blue and all the rest of it. And then I went to another shop and I thought I was going to buy some there. They're almost like a leaf design. If I filmed it somewhere, I'll pop it on screen. Otherwise, I'll try and film it in the next couple of days and pop it on screen so you can see. But it's almost like a leaf design, but they are quite big. Like I think they would just be too big for my face and my head, honestly. I'm quite into like more delicate jewellery, she says with this next to her. So they were honestly like twice the size of that actually. So they were really quite big. So yeah, that's what we bought today. Really, really happy with those purchases. I think they're so, like, this is like a really fun, like, hey, like, I don't know what I'm saying, but they're quite fun and just cheap and whatever. These are obviously cheap as well. They're only like a couple of quid, but these are a bit more of a classic earring style. Earring shopping, I think, I was saying to Jeremy, I think earrings might be my new thing, because when we're traveling, I can't buy much in terms of like, you know, souvenirs and mugs and bags and hammocks and all that. Like, there's so much here that I would love to buy, but I just obviously can't. So being able to buy little things like earrings is quite nice, because it's just something a little bit different. Anyway, we then went round the market. So it was setting up at sunset, and we've only ever been there at night time. Well, during the day it's not there, and we've been there at night time when it's too dark to really see everything. So it was quite nice to be there while they were setting up, because you could see all the things they had out. There was one woman who was embroidering onto caps, which was really, really cool. There was lots of fabric bags and purses and all sorts. So it was really, really lovely to walk around there. So I'm probably going to stop vlogging for tonight. I think we're just going to get some dinner somewhere, and I'll probably chat to you. Maybe not tomorrow. I think we're going to have like a chill, like stay at home, watch TV, chat to friends kind of day tomorrow. So it might be Monday where I talk to you next. Okay, I'm trying on my earrings. What do we think to these? I actually love them. I was a little bit thinking, oh God, I should have just gone for like a white or something a little bit less bright. But I think it actually looks really cute. Yay, I like them. Hi guys, it's a couple of days later. So the past 2 days we have worked, we have called friends and family, we have relaxed. It's been really, really nice. These are my new earrings. I got these from the market yesterday. I just said to Jeremy, I think they're the most me earrings I've ever bought in my life. I love them. Anyway, today we are going on a day trip around San Cristobal. We're planning on going to 2 different churches and just have a look around some different neighbourhoods that we haven't been to yet. So I thought I would start vlogging again and show you around. So the first church we are going to is up this hill. There's lots and lots of steps. So you'll have to wish me luck. Okay, so these are the steps that we're going up. There's obviously just a group that has just arrived, but it looks like a hell of a lot of steps to get up to that church at the top, so hopefully it's worth it. Okay, we've maybe done like half of the steps, and this is the view so far. We've still got all of that to go. So Jeremy just said to me that after here, we're going to go to the white dome there. If I zoom in, that one. So we're going to go up this hill, down, across the whole city, then up a hill, and then back down, and then back home. So it's going to be a lot of walking today, and it is getting hot. I think during the day here, it's definitely like shorts and t-shirt weather, but as soon as you stand in the shade, or like in the morning or in the afternoon, evening when the sun goes away, it gets quite cold. And also the sun is really hot here, so I'm wearing my shirt just so that I don't burn, but I really don't need it. Like, I'm definitely warm enough. Too hot maybe. And I've got trousers on as well. Probably not helping, but anyway, let's keep going. We're getting there. Jeremy's going ahead because I'm taking forever. This is the view so far, so it's definitely going to be a good view from the top. Just need to do it. Okay, final push. Nearly there. We've made it. This is the last couple of steps. Of course, Jeremy's running up. It's a beautiful church though. So this is the church from the outside up close. It's white with red kind of details and columns and lines and things like that. Let's have a look inside. Okay, so this is the inside of the church. Still got the red and white theme on the inside as well. So it took us about 10, maximum 15 minutes to get up to the top, but the church is nice and cold, so it is worth coming up here and just kind of sitting in the cold for a couple of minutes. I think the plan is, rather than walking back down the steps that we came up, is to walk around this side, and there's a viewpoint and another church at the bottom. And then we're going to cross town and go to a different church. So today is our church day. The main cathedral in town, we still haven't been inside, because whenever we're in town, no matter what time of day it is, it's always closed. So whether it's like the morning, the afternoon, the evening, it's always closed. So we don't really know why, but we've not been able to go in there. But yeah, it's lovely in here. And so this is the view from the church, and there's actually a better view from way down there because there's so many trees in the way. Not that I'm complaining that there's trees, but yeah, the view is not as good as it could have been. So the back of the church is nothing special, but we're now going to walk down to the viewpoint. So this is the viewpoint bit that we have come to. I do not think it's worth coming to. As you can see, there is not much to see here. So yeah, you definitely don't need to come to this one. Okay, so this is the next church that we have come to. There's a school behind us, if you can hear school kids screaming. That's why, but this is a cute little yellow church. They've been shouting at Jeremy asking for a ball, so he's gone to have a look for it. Oh, that's funny. Look at Jeremy saving the day. Well done, Jeremy. This is such a pretty church, and especially because they have these Mexican paper things in yellow and white to match the church. Usually it's all multicoloured, but that is so pretty. I'm going to put you on wide angle so you can see. And there's a big church in front, not a big church, a big cross, sorry, in front. Okay, so this is inside the church. I always whisper in churches, so I hope you can hear me. But it's all yellow, and there's a brown roof, wooden roof, with big wooden beams. And then Jesus at the end there. They're all so different though. So interesting. Okay, so I absolutely love this church. It is so pretty with the yellow and white. If you can hear kids shouting balletta, it's because they've lost their ball again. So we're not going to help this time. But it's so pretty with these papers in the yellow and white to match the church. I love this colour of yellow as well. So it is so pretty. Okay, so we have walked through town and we've kind of made it to the other side of town, and I wanted to show you because it's a lot more, it's noisy. There's a lot more local here. There's lots more kind of small meat shops and veggie shops and things like that. And it's all very colourful as well. So I wanted to just kind of show you this part of town. So we have made it to the corner of Francisco Leon, and we're going to walk up here and hopefully get to the other church on the hill. So we're making our way up to the church, and it seems like the local school have just got out because there's loads of kids and parents and things. It's really cute because they're all so tiny. Okay, so this is the way to the next church we're going to. Lots more steps. We've already been walking uphill for a little while. So we made it up the big lot of steps. We have now walked along the road to the church square basically, but I love these big palm trees. I think they're gorgeous, and there's this nice little shaded hut thing under there, lots of greenery, nice buildings surrounding it, and then the steps here will lead up to the church. So Jeremy's just noticed they're chopping hair here, so I'm not sure if it's like a charity and they're doing it for free for people, or if this is their shop almost. I don't know, but there's just like four or five people chopping hair. That's so cool. So this behind me, it does say gratis on the floor, so it is free. So I wonder if it's for like low income people who can't usually afford to go to the hairdressers. I think that was brilliant. But look how nice it is behind all the mountains and things. And then this way is the church, so another 1,000 steps, which is great. Oh God, let's do it. I think Jeremy was a mountain goat in a previous life. He can just climb and climb and climb, and I'm struggling. Okay, I've made it to the church. Time to sit inside and cool down a bit, but that's it on wide angle. Very pretty. And then this is the inside of the church. Something I've realised here is there's a lot of chandeliers in the churches, which you don't always find around the world. It's nice and cold again though, which is lovely. Nice and refreshing, and I can catch my breath again. There's a nice big like flower chandelier and a gorgeous dome and all these decorations. I was just saying to Jeremy, I've never seen this one before. That one's new to me. So this is the view around the back of the church, and I'm pretty sure all of this is farming, so vegetables and fruits and things are growing. But it's very mountainous here, as you can see. So another look at the church from the outside before we head down, and a quick look at the view, because when we came up I rushed to get into the church to cool down, but you do get some good views over the street. Obviously lots of trees again, so you don't see everything, but really cool. Time to go back through town. So the church we just visited is up there, and we've just walked past Arteria and had a look in, and I asked the woman that works here if I could film, and she said yes, of course. So I thought I would show you some of the things, because they have work from over 300 designers, I think she said, all from this area. So there's paintings, there's jewellery. I'm going to put you on wide angle. And they also do ceramic workshops, and you can learn how to throw ceramics. So just to give you a little look of some of the things. This is like photography, and paintings. And then these are things that some of the students have made. And then here they've got woodwork. They've got masks, decorations, earrings, cards, clothing, loads of really cool different items. They also sell magnets, more paintings, jewels. So here there's like that's stones and things. Here they've got, you know, quartz and different types of jewels and crystals. They also sell jewellery, and these are the amber jewellery. Something I've really enjoyed looking at here is all the different caps that they have. They take a regular cap and then stitch on the front of it to make it really unique and different, and they have so many different designs at the markets and things. Such a cool souvenir. And then apparently upstairs, so through here and upstairs, there's more graphic design stuff. So I'm going to take a look. Here's Jeremy. So some really cool drawings, macrame, ceramics, just artwork in general. So a really cool, inspiring place. So definitely worth checking out if you want to get a souvenir that's a little bit different from what everybody else is getting. And of course also you'll be supporting local artists. So there's 300 local artists from the area, from Chiapas, but also from San Cristobal. So if you buy from here, you'll also be helping a small artist in the area, which I think is awesome. I'm going to ask her about the workshops, because you said you can do, there's workshops where you can come in and you get a kilo of clay for 100 pesos, and they also fire your work, but they also do throwing lessons. So I'm going to get that information and I'll let you know. So the workshops are Wednesday and Saturday, 12 till 6. It was 100 pesos, and you get a kilo of clay, and you can make your own things, and then they fire it as well, so you can come back a couple of days later and pick it up. And then you also do throwing lessons. Is that what you said?
Throwing sessions.
Yeah. When was that?
Every Friday.
Every Friday. Okay.
At 5 p.m.
I'll leave the information of this place down below so you can go and check it out. And if you're in this area, definitely worth coming. It's amazing. Okay, so this is the business card she's given me. So if you want to pause the video to see the address and the information, you can do. So the next place we have come is to this hotel called Na Bolom. And Jeremy says he read in a blog post somewhere it's worth coming to because there's like different things inside. I'm not entirely sure. That's made of glass bottles. So we tried to walk into that hotel that apparently is worth going to. We have to pay 60 pesos each to get in. It's only like €3, so it's not a lot. But it sounds huge. We asked some guy, we're like, okay, well, how much is it? Is it worth going in? What is there? And he's like, there's a room for this, there's a room for that, there's this, there's that, there's like a museum, there's a library with 50,000 books about the Mayan culture. He said there's also a chapel, there's a huge garden, there is lots of different rooms, there's the original bathrooms of the house. So it actually sounds huge, and we're not that bothered about seeing a museum, so we're not going to bother. Are we going to go to anything else, or we're just going to head back? So I think the plan is to walk through town, get some lunch and head back. We have got a work call at 3:30. It's now about 1:15, something like that. So I think we're going to get some lunch on the way back to the hotel. So yeah, we didn't bother going in. Jeremy read online the reviews and things that apparently it is worth going in and it is worth paying for. We're just not that bothered, honestly. Probably didn't have to walk all this way, but never mind. Hi guys, so I've just finished editing this vlog and I just wanted to come on here and say thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed looking around San Cristobal. There will be a separate video from the Canyon day trip if you want to go ahead and watch that one and find out a little bit more about the canyon, about the, you know, all the sciencey things and how tall it was and how old it was and all the rest of it. All that's going to be in a separate video. But thank you so much for watching this one. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back here for more of my travel vlogs. Bye!